Hey, how's it going? Otaku Mike here, back again with another video. It's the end of November. November has gone by so fast. So you know what that means, that it's time for another comic book haul. I've thrown some things on my list. I've taken some things off my list. It's a big old hodgepodge. My list has kind of doubled with all the DCKO tie-ins. I'm not regretting it, but my wallet might be regretting the decision to get all these books. Oh boy, it's a thing I have to say, you know. But if you are ever in the state of Texas, come by, stop by, check out my local comic book shop. It's called CNG's Comics and Toys. I will leave a link down below so you can find it if you're ever in the state of Texas, or if you live in Texas, come check it out. It's a actually fun, really fun place to hang out and check out and find some new comic books and stuff like that. Also, if you like all the content that I create, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment for more videos, as every YouTuber says. As well as go check out my podcast. It's called Otakuology. It's on all major podcast platforms as well as YouTube. I will leave links down below. But let's get into this. Which stack should we start out with? We will start out with the Marvel stack. So, things have been added, things have been taken off for the Marvel. I have not been happy with Marvel as of late, but some things shine through in the darkness, and I end up picking up. I don't know if I'm going to continue this one, but I will let you know next month if I end up dropping it or not. We have Black Cat issue number 4. I have not read this because I picked it up today as we are recording this video. So it is what it is. I was kind of hit or miss on the second issue. The third issue kind of brought it back around. So I'm giving it of the fourth issue to see whether or not I'm going to continue reading this particular series. Then we have Alien vs. Captain America issue number 1. This was surprisingly actually really fun. It's a period piece where Captain America in World War II fights aliens. I know, that's pretty crazy. I'm enjoying these weird crossovers that they're doing. I think the next one that they're doing is Planet of the Apes and Fantastic Four, so I might have to actually pick that up. But yeah, solid first issue. Next we have Undead Iron Fist issue number 3. I'm behind on this one. I think there's one more issue after this, but the first issue, it was decently fun. It was at least decently fun. I think the first issue had the second issue had Daredevil on it, I believe, the cover. Next we have, still in the poly bag, we have Predator Red Band issue number 3. I read issue number 1. I think I'm going to be doing a video on issue number 2 later on within the couple weeks or whatever. Solid series so far that I've read, in my opinion, even though I haven't read issue number 1 or issue number 2 and issue number 3. But it had a solid start to it, not gonna lie. And I think there's like 1 or 2 more issues after this, or maybe 3. It might be a 6-issue miniseries. And then we're getting the ongoing Punisher, ongoing with the same, I think it's the same creative team maybe. But I know it's the same writer, to be exact. Then we have also Benjamin Percy, who writes the Punisher book. We have Predator Kills the Marvel Universe, issue number 4. Honestly, behind on this. Have not read it yet. It just sits in a long box, doing nothing at the moment, which I feel like I should start narrowing stuff down. I'm not actually reading, and just getting the stuff that I'm reading right away. So I feel like I can maybe unbloat my pool list. Then we have Eddie Brock Carnage issue number 10. I was really high praise for this series when it first started, and slowly but surely I'm starting not to really like it. This is the last issue for this series. I read it. It was decent. I didn't want this series to end. I thought it could expand upon more things moving forward. It does end on an interesting cliffhanger, with Carnage finding things out with Eddie's locked away memories and stuff like that. But yeah, it kind of is what it is, to be honest. I wish it ended on a better note, to be honest. Then we have Ultimate Wolverine issue number 11. I believe this series is ending soon with I think like 15 issues, and then it ends, which is sad to say because this book has been like really good. I know this is supposed to tie into Ultimate Endgame. I don't know if I'm gonna pick up Ultimate Endgame, or it might be required reading. I don't know, but I've only been reading this Ultimate book, and I've really been enjoying it because it's been a really like standalone book. I am behind on it, like by 2 issues, so I can't say anything about this book to be honest. With this particular issue, next I can talk about this book. I can talk about this one because I did read it and I actually did enjoy it, even though I didn't really get all the weird references that it had. But I picked up Planet She-Hulk issue number 1 right here. It was a fun book. It's a fun idea to throw She-Hulk on this planet Hulk scar stuff. I didn't understand like all like the diplomacy and stuff like that because I've never read any Planet Hulk stuff like at all. I didn't read Imperial crossover at all. So I had no idea what's going on, but I kind of got the gist of it in this book, and it was actually a pretty fun little read to see like the fish out of water She-Hulk stuff, and her dealing with all the traditions and stuff. She ends up like going to a wedding at one point. I think she officiates it in this book, and hijinks ensue. So it is what it is. Next, let's go with the indie stuff that we got here. So first we have a series that has been pretty good so far, which is crazy to think about because I feel like I'm kind of like getting burned out with all the Turtles crossover stuff. So we have Power Rangers Turtles issue number 3 right here. Not much to say about this because I don't want to give like too many spoilers away, but it's starting to pop off with what's happening in this solid artwork as well. Yeah, I want to track down the rest of this. I want to track down the first crossover and the second crossover to see if they compare to this one because it's actually been pretty good so far. Next we have Casey Jones issue number 2 right here, which I will be doing a full review on my channel for this one. Also really good. I don't really like it that the Turtles are in this. I kind of want this to be a solo Casey adventure. And the Turtles are kind of all in this at this point. Next we have Final Boss issue number 1. I think this was like a Kickstarter comic that eventually that finished, and I don't know if they're redoing it from issue 1 with Image and like expanding upon stuff, but we have Final Boss. It looks cool. Like I flipped through it the other day and I was like, oh man, this looks pretty badass. That's why I picked it up. Don't know much about it at all. I haven't read it yet. But yeah, Final Boss issue number 1. Then we have one of my favorite series at the moment. If you're sleeping on Ghost Pepper, go out and get Ghost Pepper because it's actually really good. It's a little bit slow at times, but we have Ghost Pepper issue number 5 right here. They expand upon like sort of more of other characters in this, like Loloy. We get to find out what village she's from, and how she gets her ghost peppers and stuff like that. It's actually really fun, and stuff is starting to crack with Batra and like him like kind of losing it because Ash has come back from God knows where, because Ash was originally the one who destroyed Cinder, but Batra ends up taking the credit for it, and now he's getting scared, and things are starting to fall apart in more ways than one. So yeah, we got that. Always love that. Then also one that I really love. I don't know why I said we. I really love, which is Escape. This issue number 4 right here. Have not read this because I picked this up today. I'm gonna read it tonight. Then we have Shredder issue number 3. I really enjoyed Shredder issue number 1, so I hope Shredder continues the momentum moving forward, and I want to see where it goes. I want to see what kind of places they put Orokusaki in, trying to deal with this dirty bomb and stuff that he has to go after and kill all the like unofficial foot soldiers and stuff. Next, we have Cowboys of Moo Mesa volume or issue 3 right here with that cool connecting cover. Have not read this one yet, but I did read the first two of this, and it's still been pretty good and pretty solid. This next one, I have not read. I read it. Sorry, I read it, but I will be dropping it off my pull list. I thought issue 1 was pretty strong, and I really liked it, but issue 2 just kind of lost me, which is Starship Godzilla. I will not be getting more Starship Godzilla. Sad to say. Next, we have Racer X. This is a spinoff from Speed Racer. This book is actually pretty decent, but I only have one complaint. You have to read Speed Racer and then Racer X. You have to like jump back and forth to understand Racer X. It does expand upon things in the Speed Racer world, but you're really just seeing a lot of things from Racer X's point of view. I wish he was kind of just off doing his own thing like they had with issue 1. So it is what it is, you know. Next, we have what is this? Oh, we have Exquisite Corpses, issue number 7, which I am caught up on this one. Surprisingly, I know. I'm caught up on it. So we have Exquisite Corpses 7. This book has slowly been building and like getting way more and more interesting as it goes on. And we're getting more introduced to all the different killers and stuff. I really wish it would focus more on the killers and not on like the people who are like within the town. I'm not really interested in that, but this book gets really weird and a lot of violent stuff happens. A lot of people die in this. Then next we have one that actually is ending, and it will eventually get a spinoff. I forget what the name of the spinoff is, but they tell you what it is in this book. We have We're Taking Everybody Down With Us. This is issue number 6, which ends this book. Honestly, this one, it was off my radar for quite some time. And I got to get caught up on it. See, I feel like that's the problem with reading comics, is you get interested in little things here and there, and you forget about ones that you like actually did enjoy, you know. Maybe it's because I'm doing YouTube and reviewing stuff each week. I don't know. But we have issue 6 right there, which ends that series. So I'm surprised it actually ended with 6 issues. But yeah. Next we have one, which I do have a review coming out eventually. I did record it, and I'm going through and fixing it up and whatnot. We have Turtles X Godzilla. To be frank, they do not fight Godzilla in this issue. They don't fight him. They don't even look at him. They just see him on a TV screen, and that's it. This issue, honestly, kind of disappointing. I'm on the fence on whether or not I'm going to be picking up the rest of this limited series. I really am, because I thought this issue was just okay. So we'll see how it is. Another issue that I thought was just okay and could be a lot better, which is Planet Death, issue number... What issue is this? Issue number 2. Issue number 2 right here. This one was okay. I have a full-blown review on my channel for it. I don't... Maybe I'm just missing something as of reading Planet Death. I do feel like it's gotten a little better with issue 2, but only a slight bit. And I'm always on the fence each and every time it comes around, and it's on my pull list on whether or not I should still actually get Planet Death. The artwork's pretty, but you need more than just pretty artwork. You need actually a decent story. But I hope it gets... I'm going to give it one more issue, okay? I'm going to give it one more issue, and we'll see how exactly it goes. Next we have... Which we'll start with this one. We'll start with this one, where this one I am dropping off my list, which is surprising because it is a turtle book, which is TMNT Journeys issue number 1. I'm just dropping it because even though the last issue was kind of interesting and I kind of liked it a little bit, this issue was just so slow, and I feel like it was just dragging its feet. And honestly, I could maybe wait for this to come out in like a trade paperback or something. But I'm going to save my money and just start cutting things off that I'm not really enjoying or reading. So yeah, sadly, I will not be picking up any more TMNT journeys. Probably. I don't know. We'll see. Who knows? Next, last but not least, for all the indie stuff, we have, which one's this? Speed Racer issue number 4. Now, I will say, Speed Racer, a solid book. If you're into Speed Racer or just into racing in general, like, it's really good. The artwork is solid. Everything is just on point with this. You don't have to know anything going in about Speed Racer. This kind of just does its own thing as a book. And it's been a lot of fun. Mad Cave has been hitting it out of the park with this book. Yeah, so that's all that. Now let's move on to all of the DC stuff we got. Next, we have Aquaman issue 11. If you're not reading Aquaman and you're interested, go check it out. This is actually a new story arc, which loosely ties into DCKO. I say loosely, but we are starting a new story arc. It's actually a pretty fun little read, and it's surprising that Aquaman, and I think it was in the last issue or the last issue before he took on Superman, because he had like a big, huge power boost. Some of these DCKO books, to be honest, you won't need to read them except for one particular issue in each one, which will be directly tying into the DCKO fighting event as a whole. As of right now, this doesn't, but I'm still picking it up because I actually like Aquaman. I like this run of Aquaman. This next one we have Titans issue number 29. Not much to say about this. They go to Gym World at this point. They get a Gym World, and they actually put a bunch of people over there with an evacuation process. It's okay. It's an okay issue. I could have probably saved my money on this, to be honest. But one that's actually pretty good is Night Fight issue number 1, where Batman gets transported to an alternate universe where Tim Drake is actually Batman. And he has trained a bunch of different Robins throughout the world to be in each different city. And it's a pretty cool thing that happens in this. I don't want to spoil too much, but this is actually a really good tie-in for DCKO. And it kind of does its own thing. I don't know if it's going to tie directly into the DCKO event, but I mean, come on, look at that sick armor Batman's wearing right there. It was a pretty good read, and it was a top-notch tie-in. Next, we have Absolute Superman issue number 13. We are almost done with the Ra's al Ghul storyline. I think in the next one he actually is going to fight Ra's al Ghul. But he is basically trying to save Smallville. This book, a couple issues ago, I was like, where is this going? I have no idea where this is going. This is getting weird, and I'm not interested. But after the last 2 issues, this book has been really, really fire. It turned itself around, and it got me back interested in it. It is solid. Next, we also have this one is actually also pretty good too. This is a one-shot called Justice League, the Omega Act Special. This is part of the prelude to DCKO. It deals with stuff that happened before DCKO with with Doomsday and stuff like that. It's actually pretty cool. I'm going to be doing a review on this on my channel. These next couple of books I have not read because I picked them up today. So we have Justice League Unlimited. This is issue number 13. This is part of the Terrifics part 2 for this book. I really enjoyed part 1. I'm excited to see where it goes with all the different alternate universes that of characters that have going on. And I'm curious if some of them are going to end up dying off or something. But next we have Absolute Wonder Woman issue number. What issue is this? Issue number 14. I'm so far behind on a lot of my Absolute stuff. It's sad to say. I was really hot on it before, but I'm just reading and consuming so much. Some of it falls to the wayside, and that's sad. Then we have one book. Actually, these next 2 books I'm actually really, really looking forward to because I really like the last one for this book. So we have Superman issue number 32 right here. Also a tie-in to DCKO. First issue was really strong, and I'm hoping the second issue continues to be strong, which now we're focusing on, I believe, a story with Superboy Prime and Lois fighting the Dark Legion, I believe, or somebody from the Dark Legion, I think it was. And then, after recording this, I'm going to go read this book. So we have DCKO issue number 2. Either love it or hate it. You think this event's stupid. I'm on board with it. Just saying. I mean, obviously you can tell because I'm reading all the DCKO tie-ins. But yeah, we have issue number 2, which I did not leave this one in my car. So we don't have a funky cover, and I didn't have to go buy a different one. Next, we have one that's actually been surprisingly really good. But this issue I have not read because this is all the stuff I picked up today. We have Immortal Legend Batman issue number 4. It's a fun little sci-fi take on Batman. I definitely recommend checking this out. If you're looking for a fun little Elseworld book to get into, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I recommend it. Then we have The Flash issue number 27. We are dealing with the fallout from what Impulse did in the last issue. Not much to say about that. This one, though, I am chomping at the bit to read because I saw this on the Legion of Comic Geeks, and I was like, dang it, I'm gonna have to pick this up because this looks really cool. I have no idea how many issues this is going to be, but I'm all here for it because like the artwork caught me. So we have Batman Green Arrow Question Arcadia issue number 1. I don't really pick up Black Label single issues anymore, but man, this looked really cool, and I wanted to check it out and see how it is. It's gonna be still on my pull list. I don't know how many issues it's gonna be, but the artwork looks like solid, like old school, like almost like Question artwork. Yeah, so we got that. Then we have the newest issue of Absolute Batman. This is issue number 14 which will end the Bane arc in Absolute Batman. The next one's going to be the Joker. Everybody's probably going to go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs about the Joker and what he's been doing. So this one, hopefully it's going to be an awesome issue. Then we have Justice League Dark issue number 4. If you're not reading this one's actually a pretty fun little miniseries about like this group from the Justice League who like take on like more like different tasks, like sort of like secret tasks within the Justice League. They're kind of like a strike force almost. And just saying, it took 4 issues. But Deadman finally shows up. He was on the cover of issue number 1, but Deadman finally shows up in issue number 4, where they will be taking on Black Adam in this book, which Black Adam is supposed to be the big bad of this book. Then we have, I think this is the last issue. We have The New Gods issue number 12 right here from Rom V. I am so behind on this one. It's just sitting in a long box. I was pretty hot on it when it first came out. I have to be in the mood to read New Gods. If I'm not in the mood, like, my eyes just glaze over when reading The New Gods. So I should have probably dropped that one a long time ago, to be honest. Next, we have Nightwing issue number 132. We are continuing whatever the heck this story arc is called, because it has been going on for like the past 30 issues. This has been a long ass story arc, and it's had hits and it's had misses going into this, and it's been a hit recently. So I hope we kind of wrap up this story arc and get things going and whatnot, because it's been a doozy, to say the least. Then we have Batman Deadpool. Not much to say about this one, but I will say I did read it, and it was a lot better than Deadpool Batman. If you're going to pick one of the two, pick this one. It's a lot better written. They have a lot, like I would say the backup stories are really good in both of them. But if you're looking for between the Batman and the Deadpool stories, this one is better, and this one has a bunch of more callbacks to like the Amalgam universe and stuff. Like it's fun. It's fun. The other one, it's just a piece of shit. So yeah, we got that, which $7.99 for this book. $7.99. That's a lot. Next we have Absolute Flash, issue number 9. Right here, Barry may or may not join the Rogues. Who knows, to be exact. So yeah, there's that. Then we have more absolute goodness with Absolute Green Lantern, issue number 8 right here. I don't know what she's doing with her wedding ring. It actually looks like it should be the One Ring from Lord of the Rings. I've actually been very behind on this one. Then we have DC, not DC, I almost said DCKO, but it's not DCKO. JSA Year 1. This is chapter 1, but it's also issue number 13. Starting a new story arc with the beginning of the JSA. If you're looking to get into the JSA, this is a pretty good place to start, because it is starting from the ground floor, like at the very first like forming of the Justice Society. As somebody who read it, I have to read it again because they jump around a lot in this. I know I said it's a good jumping on start, which is probably wrong now that I say that, but they jumped around so much. I was like, wait, what happened? But yeah, JSA number 13 right there. Next, we have Batman issue number 3. This one was okay. I don't have much to say about it. Batman gets a new suit in it, which is a stealth suit, and there's the Riddler stuff. I just kind of got lost in the story. I didn't really know what was going on. It was not as good as the first 2 issues, which is, maybe it's a sign of things to come. Who knows? Who knows? Then we have Batgirl issue number 13. I'm like an issue behind on this one, but it's supposedly, from what I hear from Dan's Comic Corner, a solid last issue but I want to see where this is gonna go, and if they're done with the unburied ninja people. So yeah, we got that. Then we have Mr. Terrific issue number 6. This is year 1 of Mr. Terrific. Sad to see this end, because it actually became a really, really fun book. After issue 1, it became a fun book. So I kind of wish this kind of went on a little bit. Maybe we'll get a year 2 of Mr. Terrific. Who knows? Then last but not least, we have Batman Static Beyond issue number 1. I did read this. It was good, but I don't like the depiction they have going on of Terry McGinnis Batman. He just seems like a chump. He seems like a chump and kind of not like the Terry McGinnis Batman that we all know and love. Now, I will say, awesome depiction of Static. What they have going on with him is amazing. They build upon his character so much. But why can't we have 2 cool characters instead of 1? I mean, they're both really cool characters. But yeah. But anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. And let me know what you've been picking up and what you recommend I should check out. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. I will talk to you, Mike. Peace out. Stay safe. I'll go read some comic books.